Do you feel like your dream life is always ahead of you? And no matter how hard you work, it's literally always out of arm's reach? It's a bit frustrating, and I've been there, I understand that, and this is why I'm making this video today, is to explain in simple terms how to bridge the gap where you are right now and where you want to be, which is your dream life. And that gap is really what we want to close into the present moment. And my message to you to kind of give you some hope is that it's a lot simpler than you think. It doesn't have to be this super complicated, heavy thing to live your dream life. So my name's Jarod Smith. I know we've not met. I'm 28 years old. I am not some proclaimed, expert or guru who's made a bunch of money online. I'm in the insurance business. A dream of mine my whole life was to retire my mom. I just retired my mom a few days ago. It feels surreal that that actually happened, and it just feels all natural. What we're really gonna dive into this video is in simple, easy way to understand how to close the gap between where you are right now and your dream life. I'm really excited to get into this video. Before we really dive into this video, I want to get you out of the mindset that your dream life is all these accomplishments that you think you need to have, because the reality is all those accomplishments are in the future. They're always ahead of you. So that's why you always feel like your dream life is ahead of you, because you think you have to accomplish those things to live your dream life. The reality is your dream life is actually a feeling. It's a feeling, how you feel when you already have all those things. And the amazing thing is that you can start feeling that feeling today. Today, you can start living in that feeling right now. You don't have to think of this as some long journey where it's going to take so freaking long and be so complicated to live your dream life. It's a lot simpler, and we're gonna dive into this. I'm pumped. Have you ever woken up before where it feels like nothing's enough? No matter how much you do, how hard you work, it never feels like you can get ahead. Yeah, I've been there. I lived like that for most of my life, actually. Probably 25 to 26 years at least. It's not like I figured out this for myself a long time ago. And that's where I want you to know it's like we're very alike. I've been in your position, and it's not like I'm ahead of you by any means. We're all on our own journey. Everyone's journey is completely different. Everyone has different dreams. I think a big thing to also know is that your dreams are different than mine. You don't need to have the dream of wanting to retire your mom. Your dreams could be much different, and they literally will be. I think a cool thing to think about is that your dreams were designed for you with intention. That's why I think everyone's dreams are so special, and that you shouldn't discount your dreams. There's a reason that you have this dream, you have this feeling inside of you. I've felt that gut-wrenching feeling where you feel defeated. It's almost like no matter what you do, you can never get ahead. It's defeating. That feeling sucks. But at some point, I hit a point about a year and a half ago, and I said to myself that there's no way that life has to be like this. There has to be a better way of living life. And I made a decision in a moment one night that I was going to choose to make a better life for myself every day and show up for myself every single day, no matter how tough it was going to be. All it takes is one moment in time where you're going to make a decision to start living a better life. That moment is where you plant that stake in the ground, where you've made a decision. And I'll talk a bit more in depth about this in the video. And just to kind of preface how simple the shift was for me in my journey was that I started journaling every single night for 6 months, and that helped me build a connection with myself that I never knew was even possible. All right, let's dive into the juicy part of this video. I'm pumped. I know I already said that, but I'm excited. So the big shift that helped me which is what I want to help you with, is that your dream life is not the external accomplishments that you'll achieve along your journey. Your dream life is that feeling that you can feel right now. And this is key. I really hope that throughout this video, you're pondering things I say, maybe even pausing the video and writing some stuff in your notes app or on a piece of paper, because that's the best way to learn, is to write it down for yourself and think about it and speak it out loud. To kind of explain why your dream life is not these external things, like whatever, the house, the car, the money, the wife, whatever it is. Why it's not those things is that it's kind of like the pursuit of happiness. The more you chase happiness, the more it will be in front of you. So you accomplish that goal, you get that thing, that external validation, you get the money, and then it feels good, and your brain is like, now what? What's the next thing? So it's like that never-ending cycle where it's always in front of you. My biggest thing with this video is that I want you to understand that living your dream life can be a very simple shift. It's a very simple shift, that you're moving away from trying to achieve accolades and goals, and not that you shouldn't set goals. It's pulling in that feeling that your future self, your best self, or your higher self has, whatever term you want to use, pulling in that feeling into the present moment, feeling it right now. So this is my segue into that time is not linear. Time is not a straight line. Humans have created that construct so that we can perceive time and so that we can have timelines. But the reality is all moments in time are happening right now. And literally with quantum physics, there's proof that every reality is happening right now. Every perceivable reality is happening right now. So that version that you think of, that you dream of, that has everything you want, exists. That version of you exists. And what I want you to feel and think about is that feeling that that version of you has, that best version of you has. How do they feel when they wake up? How do they feel on their way to their business? How do they feel when they're interacting with their kids, their spouse, their friends? How do they feel when they're taking care of themselves? I want you to get insanely specific about this. It's even much more than that. It's thinking about, how does my best self respond in stressful situations, high intensity, high emotional confrontations? And then modeling your life like that. Now, obviously, if your best self is very far away from where you are right now, it's not like overnight you're going to be living your dream life. I don't want to make some false promises to you. Everyone's journey is different, but I think it's really good to have this image of your best possible self and kind of bringing it back in very small steps. So if you are lazy, you game, you're unemployed, whatever it is, and you one day want to be running a business and feel fulfilled and have a wife and kids, you kind of got to bring it back to a very simple thing that you can do tomorrow or today, like taking care of your hygiene, maybe going out on a walk, gaming less, slowly changing. Trying to completely change your identity overnight is not it. You're going to crash and burn, and you're going to fall back into patterns. The reason you'll fall back into patterns if you try to shift too quickly is that your subconscious is going to bring you back into your old routines. I don't know if you know, but 95% of our life is literally lived on autopilot. Our subconscious mind is just running our lives. We're only conscious for 5% of our life. During that 5% of conscious living, that's when you can slowly make shifts, slowly make changes. I get questions like, if you don't have a lot of self-worth, How do you move to a point of feeling that self-worth? When you're speaking affirmations to yourself, when you're giving yourself compassion and you're trying to be more understanding with yourself, a lot of it can feel fake at first. When I used to to be honest, I think I used to hate myself. I used to be deeply depressed. And speaking positive affirmations to myself, I thought I was crazy. I didn't believe it. And that's the thing, it's kind of like fake it till you make it sort of thing. There's some truth in that saying. You're never going to feel 100% ready with anything. You can always say, I'll do it tomorrow, but you'll keep saying, I'll do it tomorrow. It's like your dream life is one day, maybe I'll be there, or day one. Day one or one day. You just have to start on day one. Everyone has to start in their journey where you are the beginner. You don't know much. You're going to fall flat on your face. You're going to get humbled. And that's just part of the process too. I saw this really cool video that really brought a lot of insight for me. Let's say you're a content creator and you want to have 100,000 followers, but you only have 1,000 followers right now. You're just frustrated. You're I should have 100,000 followers. If you woke up tomorrow with 100,000 followers, would you know how to post quality content for those 100,000 followers? No, you wouldn't, because you had not put in the work to get to that point. And that same thing applies with people that are extremely wealthy. From the outside looking in, a lot of people are jealous of people that have a lot. They don't get it. They think they got lucky. They think they cheated the system. But behind closed doors, those people grinded their ass off to get to that point. You have to go through the trials and tribulations to get to that point. And I feel with social media, a lot of us get to get a glimpse into someone's life. There's a lot of people talking about living your dream life on the internet. They, have the fancy cars, the fancy houses, and go on 5 vacations a year. The reality is that's not realistic. For most people, A, that's not their dream life. B, a lot of those people are kind of curating a false sense of their reality to other people to sell their courses so that they can live this high life. I've been really inspired to actually, start posting long form YouTube videos because I don't like all this fake shit on the internet. I actually hate's a strong word, but I really dislike it. I really dislike it. I don't think you need to buy another course. I don't think you need to join a seminar or a program, even though I've done those things and they've helped me. But that's the thing I'm gonna promise you with this channel, is that I'm not here to grow a following so that I can make money and sell you guys programs and courses. I will do very, very well with my insurance brokerage throughout my life. That is my baby. So everything I'm doing for you guys is literally just out of the good of my heart. I hope I didn't ramble too much in this section, but I'm gonna move on to the next section. I appreciate your time and being here and listening. I really do value it. Also, if you can subscribe, that'd be freaking awesome, but I'll move into the next part. The biggest thing I want you to take away from this video is that your dream life is not an accomplishment. It's not the accolades, it's a feeling. And it's pulling in that feeling into the present moment, feeling it literally in your body and trying to maintain that energy as much as you can. There are going to be times where you get triggered, you fall back into old tendencies, but what you want to do is bring awareness to when you're acting like your old self that isn't aligned with your best possible self. Just being conscious of how you're living. No one's perfect. I'm far from perfect. I have so much growing to do. It's just being humble on the journey and being compassionate to yourself, understanding that you're gonna make mistakes. It's all part of the process. You have to make mistakes. To be honest, ever since I was a kid, I had this vision of who I am today. I had this feeling of who I am today that I was always chasing. I never settled because I knew it was possible. Like I could feel it. It felt so close. And then one day I woke up not too long ago, like literally maybe a month and a half ago, I woke up and it felt like I'm living my dreams right now. There's no longer this incessant need to chase it and try and reach out. It is a surreal feeling. It is a surreal feeling. Like my body feels so calm. My nervous system feels so safe and calm. I'm not in a rush anymore. And it's like now I'm playing the game of life, which this is all one big game. I'm playing this game of life from a different playing level, and it feels amazing. And that's the thing I want to help you get to, is that it's not complicated. It's simple shifts, simple steps, repeatable actions will literally change your life day by day, putting in the work. So with my YouTube videos, I expect you're my community, to actually take action. So comment a feeling that you're craving to feel today and what you're going to do to actually pull that feeling into the present moment. Like, tell me what exactly you're going to do, then go do it. That is literally all I want you to do. And then if you feel called to, if you gain some value from this video, subscribe, like, share it with a friend. I'll be posting one YouTube video a week on average. Just super excited with this. Grateful that you stayed along during this video, and this is just the start of my journey. I'm here to help you. This is why I do it. Anyways, much love. Peace.